Hello folks, welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Well, we don't have anything new. We see that the market is moving right now just because if we take a look to the economic calendar, they are reacting to Fed Chair Powell's testify that will start in 23 minutes, I guess. That's a little bit front running it. And at the same time, and I have mentioned yesterday, the balances of centralized exchanges related to Bitcoin are rising. So also indicating here that they are expecting something that's absolutely not bullish. However, some people are still maintaining the price, pushing up with algorithm. In my opinion, it's the Binance cartel coming from Cumberland, some hedge funds involved. They are trying to make quick profits. We will take a look to that and we will see if we can figure out what's happening, right? So yeah, I have tweeted today also a very interesting report by JP Morgan saying that the zero DTE gamblers are potentially creating a crash scenario on SPY SPX, and they are saying, well, in worst case, that the price of SPY SPX could crash by 20%. That's really big, and yeah, well, I mean, that's the problem. As mentioned just many times before, that's what happened 100 years ago, and nothing have changed. Now we have leveraged assets, something we didn't had just 100 years ago. However, also in that time we had gamblers, as mentioned. They went just to the banks to get cheap credits, to go to the stock market and speculate on stocks with high volatility. And well, now it's with leverage assets that makes everything even more dangerous when you are also trying to manipulate the market and using such kind of mechanism like zero DTE. That's incredibly dangerous. And yes, I'm wondering since a while why regulators are not taking any action against. Now it seems that they are a little bit active in checking what's happening with the market, but very soon the whole market could have a bigger impact. Sad, but once again, it's the traders. It's not the market. The market is giving you opportunities, but greedy people are using these opportunities against the market and in their favor to make quick profit. Greedy is the worst case for every market, not only for crypto, as we have seen with Sam, with Quan and some others. And some others, they will fall. I'm absolutely convinced. And those are absolutely gamblers. They are not creating a sustainable market. It's not part of, because sustainable markets means long-term make money, but slowly. And, it's against their, in my opinion, their profile. It's everything we say in Germany, turbo capitalism. That's just everything quick, and a lot of gain. And that's a cancer for every market, unfortunately. So, but after every big market crash, afterwards, it's like when I say it's like a poker game when you get a new hand. A new hand means, you are getting almost new cards in the hands, and so the whole game starts from zero. You have new opportunities, new options to make good gain, sustainable gain, and I think that's going to happen. I really hope. So we will see. However, that's a really quick initial comment today. We will see what Powell is going to say today, because the market, we are receiving some volatility right now, and in 18 minutes we will see the Fed Chair Powell testifies. That's going to be very interesting. Maybe we will see what he is going to tell us. And it seems that the market is front running. I have mentioned that the Bitcoin reserves on centralized exchanges are lifting up and lifting up and lifting up more, while at the same time some people are maintaining. They are using algos. Well, algos, the first thing I have in mind is Cumberland. So the brother of Alameda, it's the same crap with a different name. And they are using Binance all the time. That's the Binance cartel. Or part of the Binance cartel, using algos all the time. And well, we will see how the whole game ends. Finally, since yesterday, I have started just a long hedge with almost 25% of my whole short. So just to hedge a little bit, if they wreck this one, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, I have the most money in my short, and let us see how the whole thing will play out. Anyway, last comment for today's initial comment. Friday, so next coming Friday, and the Monday afterwards. So just to tell you, it's going to be Friday the 10th and Monday the 13th. I'm not going to provide any analysis because I'm not going to be in my office. I have a business trip. I will pause the billing, so nobody will be charged because of that. So I will just you will get pay email confirmation about that, and I will start the analysis, the daily one, Tuesday again. Then I'm back in office and I can start to provide my analysis once again. Okay, that's it for today. Let us talk and check what the market is showing us. So if we take a look to the weights ratio, well, it changed a little bit, means the weights ratio went down, but once again doing higher lows, so indicating that trend maintains positive, and that's why the weights ratio went down. We will see. It's too early to say if that was the top and now we are going down. Usually when it goes down, it's when the preparation is done. Yeah, so let us go forward. We can check what's happening here. The weights ratio 1 hour time frame right now at 92, indicating they are distributing after they let the price go up a little bit, then start to distribute. They centralized exchanges received more stable coins, almost 220 millions, maybe 230 millions. That's at least indicating their balance. While the while the weights ratio 30 hours moving average once again from 88 declined, it's right now bouncing at 82, and it's indicating we will go up once again. We will see, because if you check here the trend, for example, we can see that the trend was down. It break it. We will see if it maintains now above. If that's the case, means the sell pressure will rise once again. And at the moment, obviously, I was checking if someone is using some orders to buy, but it seems it's pure algos. So we have an exchange right now of Bitcoins. And I guess those like Cumberland and so on and so forth are maintaining the price. I don't know if they maintain the price because they are distributing there, or I really don't know. I have no clue at the moment. I think it's too early still. I'm missing some informations. Also related to CBD, nothing happening there. Nothing that would, let me think, hey. So only, and that's also something we will check later on, it's the spot versus derivative volume ratio. the spot volume is lifting up compared to the futures, means they are using more spot, also of course indicating distribution, but at the same time, as we know, yeah, the price is declining, but we can see also related to the current candle week and 1 hour time frame, even we are in a support area and a trend line, they are doing everything to maintain the price. Everything, really everything. I don't know who is, because for me it's a huge risk what they are doing. If I would be a hedge fund, or I would never ever do what they are doing, because if something happens in 1-2 days, it's a trap. But maybe they don't care anymore. Like Sam didn't care anymore. So maybe, we keep doing what we always do until it's over. Maybe that's also possible. We will see. However, from here also nothing more to see. So let us go forward. So if we take a look here, for example, we can see we received here 1,300 Bitcoin. So we can see once again here since yesterday, they started to send more Bitcoins to centralized exchanges, another 750 Bitcoins, and so on and so forth. Then we had an outflow of 5,000 Bitcoins, at least related to CryptoQuant data. And we had outflows in stablecoins, 120 millions here, then we received 140 millions, then another 120 millions outflow, then another 144 millions inflow, while at the same time 67 millions outflow. Here 138 millions outflow, while 160 millions inflow afterwards. And just a few hours ago, we had 200 millions outflow and 155 millions inflow. So someone is reacting to what the bears are doing. And that's incredible, because I really don't know who is doing it, because I just can absorb this risk if I know that my risk is limited. But it's not the case. It's absolutely not the case. The whole situation right now is extremely dynamic. But, well, as mentioned, I mean, what they are doing, I don't know. Why they are doing it, I also don't know. If they are trapped in some positions and they need to maintain a certain level, otherwise margin call, I really don't know. But it looks a little bit desperate what they are doing, in my opinion. So we will see. Let us go forward. So what we see here, it's also very interesting, because you remember, look that, oops, that's black. Looks like someone is going long all the time, that's where we went up, then short very much, and we started to go down, and now afterwards they started to push up once again, so indicating they are expecting to go up in price. I don't know. I would be careful, to be honest. I would be extremely careful. Some volatility is coming back, and we will see how far they want to bring the price. Now the price is starting, once again, it's fascinating me to see how they are really trying to maintain the price. But in my opinion, they just can delay something. They can't stop it. So we will see how far they want to go with the price. And if they are going to push the price to 21,500. And I think Powell is talking right now. So that would explain a little bit what's happening here. Let us take a look to SP. Powell is talking. It seems he is saying they will rise more interest rates and so on and so forth. But once again, they stop. They stop pushing more down. Now another 550 Bitcoins waiting here, and it's going to be very exciting what they are going to do. To be honest, but let us see. So let us go forward with the future market. So what we are seeing at the moment is the funding rate pushed up, declined, pushed up. If we take a look to the open interest, did almost the same right now, even more declining. If we take a look here, up, down, up. And yeah, so less open interest, more leverage, while the funding rate is lifting up. We know that. We had that. So I guess the gamblers are once again looking to push up the price with futures to distribute at upper price. So I'm still waiting for 22,800. Otherwise, I wouldn't trade a hedge long because it wouldn't be required. But it's not happening. And now with Powell, we will see how far they want to bring the price now. We have a lot of bitcoins on centralized exchanges. If they want to push up, to push down very hard, they can do it. But at the moment, it seems it's not part of the plan. If we take a look here, nothing. 50 millions, that's the maximum. 58 millions. It matches very well to the leverage and open interest. So no big money coming into derivative and stablecoins. And even bitcoins, the maximum here was yesterday with almost 1,900 bitcoins. For today, the maximum was 1,580. So also nothing big. And yeah, if we take a look here, also here, for example, the aggregated, it's indicating since here, declining leverage ratio, declining open interest, declined, even it's recovering, but you know, the trend at the moment still negative. If you check, for example, for yesterday, liquidated 250 longs, 250 bitcoins and longs and 100 bitcoins and shorts. So also nothing big to see here as well. If we take a look to the blockchain whispers, less shorts, 66 to 34. It maintains unchanged. 64 to 36. Once again, on Ethereum looks just a little bit better. And on Bitfinex, shorts a little bit more coming in, but nothing big. So the Kingfisher, let us take a look here. And what is happening here? Oh, come on, Kingfisher. Okay. So 70 millions, I think 10 millions more than yesterday. Also nothing big. We have here 16K would be the biggest liquidation cluster related to longs. And the biggest on shorts, it's here with 44 millions at 23,400. It's 23,400, okay. It's also very interesting. Otherwise, a big cluster here also indicating 33 almost, indicating short, low leverage shorts, right? If we take a look to the high leverage, I guess it's, it's crazy. It's crazy. 22.4 to 22.8. I think everything until 22.5 would be absolutely in interest of exchanges. So we need to see. That's it from here. Let us go forward. So we see, wow. I mean, the price, you can see the wick. I can't see the wick here. So means they are using orders just to maintain the price. Also with algos, different algos. These algos are using market trades. And then we have algos that are using orders to push, to maintain, to support the price, so the price will bounce there, and they are also doing it. So we can see that market traders, market algos are extremely bearish at the moment, and they are just selling and selling. If we take a look, for example, from here, let us make a comparison. Once again, that was the maximum today, wasn't? Yeah, it was here. So we can start from here and check for example, from here down to here on Binance, almost 43 millions on negative CBD. The aggregated one should be similar, yeah, 22. If we take a look to BUSD indicating almost 8 millions. If we now check, for example, here, that's USD, 60 millions. And now the most interesting part is always what Bitcoin collateral futures are doing. So shorting a lot with 136 millions. And if we take a look here, for example, another, yeah, 488 millions at the moment. So it's okay. It's not big, I would say. Compared, we are talking about even a little bit more spot than futures. That matches very well to what we have seen, right? So yeah, BTC, BUSD, nobody cares anymore, not really. But you see what they are doing. So shorting a lot, and some others are resisting. We have Bitfinex. Bitfinex is also selling. Bybit keeps doing it. And that's Coinbase. Coinbase distributing from here, but nothing big. That's Bitstamp, now declining a little bit, but also here nothing big. Kraken reacted even a little bit quicker and earlier than the others. And here, wow, Gemini, who cares? Distributing a little bit, but just peanuts, really. If you take a look to the futures, it looks just much more, but it's not. So let us take a look here, what's happening here. If we received some big, I don't know, with Tether what happened, but as you see what they are doing, it's almost net. It's flat. Look, the week, that's incredible. Someone is really pushing very hard, really hard. And they are buying, so they want to sell at upper price. It's going to be very interesting. The last bigger inflow related to USDC, that was this morning, 50 millions. That's now almost 12 hours ago. And afterwards we received bigger outflows, 35 millions here and another 30 millions here, and that's it. That's really it. So if we take a look now to the entities, and we see, for example, retailers both once again and now declining a little bit. These guys did exactly the same. Also retailers, these guys pushing up a little bit, these guys declining. Market maker, oh yeah, okay. When market maker, we see at the same time that these guys are declining, these guys lifting up, means these guys reduced and converted to a market maker wallet. So also not indicating that market maker is buying, just indicating they are receiving more balances from the, yeah, it's more exchanges then, or we have 80% of these wallets are related to exchanges. So from here also nothing to see. Once again, market maker was sending once again some bitcoins, and we see them here, 650, another 135, and now the price is flipping and pushing up. It's just incredible. Under the current circumstances, they are still making this stuff, I guess, to liquidate all these shorts, high leverage shorts, as I mentioned just before. If we take a look here, Well, I mean, Bitfinex, Gemini, and Bitstamp indicating high weights ratio, and that's it. That's it. Only OKEX started to lift up, but nothing big. Here, nothing to see. Funds are reducing more their Bitcoin balances. And as mentioned here, well, that's what I said. You know, remember we started the rally with futures, and then they started the spot volume started to lift up compared to the futures, and it's happening again. So what happened afterwards when they stopped? We went down, and now it's happening again. The only thing is, it's now looking more like this last phase before we go more down. So we will see what's going to happen. It seems they triggered some retail, and that's why their balances started to lift up, but now declining. Usually they will start to use futures to push up the price, while some others can unload their spot. And so, you know, I guess that's the problem right now. They are using futures with algos to push up the price, at the same time using some orders to bring some support to the price, so the price couldn't decline more, while others can distribute and sell more spot and more spot and more spot. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, we received 230 millions. It seems I can see that. My only data source related to that is really CryptoQuant. I know that the other guys are going. So BTC in and BTC out is going also to introduce stablecoin net flows, and that would be absolutely awesome, because then we can track every single move and we can see, hey, bitcoins are coming in, but at the same time also stablecoins, so could be a neutral price move, you know, something we can't because I'm mixing data sources. I like to verify data with other sources, but I don't like to mix data, and that's what I'm doing at the moment, just because BTC in and out alert is not providing any stablecoin net flows yet, but I know they are working on it. Yeah, market activity declining more. So, and that's absolutely it. That's absolutely it. So we see at the moment we have here a volume delta of 40 bitcoins on Coinbase, BTC USD. That's absolutely not big. We have total volume at the moment for a half hour of 1,867 bitcoins, while 42 volume delta indicating they sold 42 bitcoins more than they bought. So also here they reduced the sell order at 24k. We have here some protection walls. The next one would be 21.5 at the moment, as mentioned, with algorithm and with orders supporting the price to push up. You see how it flash, so that's pure algorithm, you know, and at the same time also here protecting the price at the local POC at 22.4. That's what they are doing. Bitstamp, BTC USD doing exactly the same. Also reduced here at 24.1, waiting at 21.1, and also everything below 20,600 to 18.9 is well protected. The same happening here on Binance. They moved like a stair. They moved all these at 22.8, now hitting almost 23k. So they are expecting to push up the price to 23k. And in my opinion, that's what they are doing. It's just, you know, they are using buy the local dip, push up, sell, and make some profit. They are just making money. As mentioned just like yesterday, they will use and fuck this market until the last drop of Jews. In my opinion, that's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, it's their main business. I can understand that. They are doing that since years, and they can't just say, okay, it's over because the market is changing, and let us stop with that. They will stop when they will be forced to stop. That's usually when what happens. Remember what happened with the dot-com bubble. It was also a very speculative market with a lot of gamblers, and they, even in the last few minutes, they were doing what they was doing all the time before, until the price crashed, and then it was over. Then they started to cry and say, I sold and I lost everything. I need money. I need a Fed. I need money. Government, bail me out. So all these guys are the first that will cry to say, we need to be bailed out. Fuck off. It's the first thing I would say. Shut up, go and, I don't know, cry to your mother if you want. Because that's part of the big problem. So, BTC BUSD, also here shifting to 21.5 and also removed some walls here, but BUSD. Bitfinex, also interesting, they were here, protecting, they break this one, but also here they are doing whatever they want, because it's sometimes this market looks like Matrix. It's so crazy, but only because it's so transparent. And other markets, I guess they are doing something similar. I mean, 0DTE is exactly the same shit, right? But you can't see that. That's what I love on crypto. I mean, yeah, we can be bad, but hey, we are transparent. You can see that we are bad. In other markets, you can see that. Everybody knew that JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs was manipulating the gold price for a decade and even more. But nobody could prove that. That was the thing. On crypto, you can show that. You can say, look what they are doing. And people would say, wow, that's a crap market. No, it's not. It's not different to the others, but just transparent. Of course, other markets are regulated. Just regulation doesn't mean that you don't have any criminals involved, right? In some other countries, weed is illegal. Doesn't mean that people are not smoking sometimes a joint. When people are saying, yeah, but, even if they forbid Bitcoin, I will hold. I don't care. Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, you are right. But, if you're a criminal, sometimes it's just a matter of time until you feel the cufflinks, or no, the cufflinks, no, but the cuffs. The cuffs, I think it's in English, yeah, all right? The cuffs in your hands, and then it's over. You can see also here how they are pushing 191 and pushing. It's so crazy. It's OKEX. That's OKEX. So Kraken. Let us take a look to Kraken. On Kraken, looks a little bit different. They are pushing from the upside at the moment. Bybit, BTC USD. What a candle week. Jesus. But everything is also here. The volume delta extremely negative, but the candle, but nothing happened. The price, how is that possible? Yeah, it's simple. Using orders and pushing with algos the price once again up with futures as well. And, while you can distribute. And that's what they are doing. And they are doing great. So, wow. Also here, nothing to see on BitMEX, unfortunately. And then we can see here now Perp. On Perp, they are waiting at 21.8 and 21.5. BTC BUSD. using algos to do exactly the same, but yeah, it changed a lot. I mean, that's really crazy how they are working the algos. Bitfinex derivatives, yeah, waiting 22.5, otherwise also here blinking, flashing and whatever. Also waiting here 21 and 21.3. Kraken futures, nothing. OKEX futures. OKEX futures was OKEX futures 49k waiting here. Okay, crazy. And Deribit. On Deribit they are waiting between 21.3 and, well, I would say until 20,200. All the way they are waiting. Yeah, that's it. That's once again it.